Hello guys, and welcome back to our car modeling tutorial here. And as we can see, we made a load of progress in the previous episode. And we have our two wings done, our bonnet done, and our front bumper done, and they are looking really good. Now, in between episodes, like I said at the end of the last one, I copied these two sections, merged them together down the vertices, and I combined this section here and merged it down the center for the vertices as well. So now they are one complete part. I've left these two obviously separate. They're still an instance of each other, so when we actually come to properly smoothing this section out, this section we'll do the exact same there. So we're looking pretty good just now. So in this episode, hopefully we are going to get as far through the door and the side as possible, bear in mind that we have the handle to make, which may take us some time, and then hopefully go around the back. Now I am going to sit here today and I am going to make videos over and over again until we get the base, until we get the actual shell of the car done, ready to move on to all of the little details and around the back and the front. So what we're going to do is we'll maybe work on the side skirt here first, and then we'll do the door in this episode at least, and then we can crack on maybe along the roof section and down the back in the next episode. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So we've got this section all smoothed out and looking good. On the door, let's have a look at our handle here. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. We can run a line here, go around this edge, extrude in slightly and extrude back out, so it's not going to be too tricky really to get that done there. So that's good. But we'll work on our side skirt here first, and in doing so, what we'll need to do here is add in just a little bit of details. For the most part, it looks like it should be pretty good. Let's see what we've got here. So we can see that we're kind of curved there as we go down. Let's see, under smoothing right off the bat, let's see how we're looking here. So it's looking like that curve there might actually be fine. We may not need to actually add anything to that to pad that out, so that's good. So what I think we'll need to do is, let's see, so we've got a little bit of angle on the door down here. We've got angle on all of these sections here. So let's have a think. So this bit's going to be a little bit tricky here, but once we've extruded in, I think what we'll do firstly here, let's take this with us. I think what we'll do first here, as opposed to what we did last time, is we will extrude all of the edges in. So I'm going to take all the sections in here. We'll even do the insets there, that should be fine. We're going to control... Oh, actually before we do, we're going to want to actually bridge this gap. So let's push this in over there. What we'll need to do in order to do this is we will need to add a section around here. And in doing so, let's just pull that out just to add to the curvature of that section there, which is fine. And then what we can do is, if we extrude this bit here straight up, we can merge these vertices into position here. And merge this one down here. Cool. Okay. Let's have a look. What we can maybe do is we could maybe take this all in. So take this section here, extrude this back. Have this edge here merge down there. Make sure we're not selecting what we don't want to there, just in case. And we can merge that. Just bring this section down just now. Let's just see how that smooths. Okay, that looks pretty good. However, we do want to take this edge back as well. And we're just going to make this into a triangle for now, so we're going to bring this point down here, and we can merge it down there. Okay, so we've done that just so that we don't get a straight edge on here, so we can see now that should go around a little bit nicer. And then the dodgy straight edge is going to sit down there out of view, so that's fine. Okay. So, what we'll do then is we will take the edge in as planned. You can see now that none of that's selected, it's only the actual edge that we want, so that's perfect. We are going to Ctrl E to extrude this in, and then we're going to pull on that blue axis again just to make sure that we're going around all the bits that we need to. And now we can come in here and we can clean up our sections here. Now I'm on the component view inside my move tool here. You can select this point. So that looks pretty good. Maybe with these points here, we go out of the component view, back into our world. I think with these ones here it might be better if they're straight. So what we can do is we'll merge them to the points and then we'll just drag them on the x-axis here just to make sure that they're absolutely straight, because that's where the panel for the body section is going to actually meet here. It's probably a good idea we did this first, as that would have been quite messy to have to clean up afterwards. So that's looking pretty good. There. So now we're going to want to insert our edge loops. So firstly, we're going to want one that runs all the way down this edge here. So you can see that that's stopped, so we must have had the vertices inside here that we didn't need. So we're going to highlight that edge there, and I can delete edge and vertex, and we'll try again. Perfect. So that's going to run all the way along there, which is fine. We'll want one to run along here. Now this is going to be the tricky bit, because we're going to want one to run along the bottom here. Now this bit's actually okay, because we can see in our views here that this bit we've seen before is actually quite straight as it goes down. So this isn't going to be too much of an issue should our okay, so it looks like we've got an issue here. In terms of extra faces, which we don't want. So what we'll do is we're just going to edit mesh and merge these points, because maybe it's the case that when I actually merged all the body parts together, it didn't actually successfully merge this bit here. So what we'll do is we'll go through each of these and we will merge them. It should allow us now to bring this point across here. Just doesn't do it. So let's delete the edges across there. Let's just see what's happening here when we smooth this section. See, there's definitely an issue here. So if this doesn't work here, I will have to rebuild this section. Just dropping these in here and merging these two new points. Okay, so it looks like that might have fixed our issue. There it goes. That's good enough. So it must have been just an issue when I combined the 2 points together back in the day, but it's looking okay just now. Let's just make sure that I'm liking this curve that we have here. Okay, so let's test that again. So we can see now we've got a nice straight line running across here, a straight line running across there. So if we have a look back inside, we'll see that it looks like it is actually considerably straighter. So in order to make this a whole lot straighter, what we'll do, so let's drop that in there just now. So in order to make this a whole lot straighter, we're going to drop one on top and we'll drop an extra edge on the bottom there, just like we did with front bumper. So we'll see now that that is an incredibly straight line, which looks great. Now this is going to be an incredibly straight line because we do need to have a few edge loops down here. We need to have one that goes straight through here. Now before we do that, notice that maybe this edge here, let's just check that I'm on the world view. Yep. Needs to come out there. This one as well, it's just a little off in this angle here. So we just always want to make sure that the mesh is absolutely perfect before we go down this road, because the problem is as soon as we start adding edges after edges and edges, it's just going to make it incredibly awkward for us to actually pull and push minor points. So we want to make sure that we're looking good before we start. So that's looking good down there now. And we're going to want an edge that's going to run up and inside here as well, and one that goes down there. So firstly we'll drop one here. Okay. We'll drop one just here, just a little bit, not too close to the door there, because we know that we don't want that to be completely straight. Let's see. I'm going to want one here. think what we'll want to do with that is we will want to bring that down here as well. Because again, we want this panel here to be fairly straight, so we'll do that, and then we'll merge the two vertices here. Pull that out just to make sure that we've not compromised the section. Okay, we are going to want to add a line on the inside of this edge here. Now, we're going to do that, but we don't want the line to actually run down here because we don't want to end up straightening off this edge as well. So, just add a bit more shape here. So what we'll do is we'll do what we've done in the past, and we're going to go part of the way down here, and we'll do the same, going part of the way down here. That will allow us then to use our edge loop, and it will allow us to go nice and close to this edge here. Oops, wrong edge. Oh, okay. So so because of the awkwardness of that, we can't actually do that plan. Let's get rid of that. So what we're going to want to do here then is we're going to want to maybe, let's run one up the outside and we'll see how good it looks. Let's run one up here. Just like that. Okay, so that's actually looks quite nice. So we can see that that's going to maintain this edge. We don't want it to be any sharper than that, so that looks perfect. See that whole section there is looking pretty good. Now, to me, it looks like this edge here let's see if we can get this on a good component angle. What we're going to want to do, I think, is remove these edges up here. Because we're going to want to maintain that angle there, but we don't actually want to have the crease that's going to come with it in terms of the smoothing this section. So we've lost a little bit of the crease, but we've also lost a little bit of the angle there, but when we double smooth that, that should be fine. Looks like this section might want actually to be tucked in a little bit. This section here to be a whole lot closer. And allow us to bring this closer as well. And this one up here. Okay. So it's always good to jump into our number 2 view here, which will allow us to pull our points whilst we're in the smooth mode as well. So you can see that's looking a lot better there. What we do need is we need another mesh edge loop here to go down this edge. Okay, so we can see now that we've got that bit there, but we can actually see that this is now going underneath, which is definitely not what we want. So we can pull this point out here. So it looks like in doing so it's created kind of a weird shape here, so let's take that away again. So it looks like it's probably because these are sitting too pretty next to each other. It's a little bit better, but I still see a problem here. It's with this top line. So maybe let's bring this point down. Let's take this point away. It's a little better. Could try dropping a loop inside here just to kind of help the structure of that section. Okay, so that's made it a whole lot better there. That's good. Okay, so that's looking good to me. It is a little bit messy here now, but once that's smooth it's looking fine, so that's what we want. Let's have a look here. So looks like what we want to do now is insert our edge loop here and here, and we'll also want to get one here, go underneath it, and here. Yep. And then finally what we'll do, two more, we will insert an edge loop here and here to match there what's in the door, and then we'll pop one here. and then we can see there that we've started to take that down, but it has actually merged down there, which is perfect. Okay, so we can see there, that's looking quite nice over on that edge. Let's check around here. Okay, so we can actually see that maybe we don't actually need that line down that side there. So maybe if we go back, we will take away the line here. And maybe we do actually. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep that for now, and we can edit that after should we need to. Okay. So it looks like there's gonna probably be an issue here going down this door section. So what we'll want to do here is we will want to drop our point in the middle here. We'll insert an edge loop all the way down here, and then just like before, that's going to give us a much straighter edge down there. Okay, and what we'll actually do as well is we're going to take these points here. Hopefully we'll get a good angle on the component. We're just going to pull them up. And these ones here. Don't really want that straight edge carrying all the way through there. Got much more of a smooth curve there now. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. It's not looking too bad just now. If need be, we can make a few changes in here as we go. Let's push this up. We'll actually bring it out just so it's not curving so much there. It's better. Okay, so that's looking good. I think we forgot to duplicate this, so I'll do that just now. Let's take that across there. So see that we've got some nice smooths. We can see that we're making some decent progress down the car just now. So, onto the door. And what we're going to want to do here is we are going to want to bring these points with it. Okay, so that side scope's looking good. It's not perfect, but in the interest of time, what I'll do is in between the episodes I'll do little tweaks there, bearing in mind that this is quite a quick build in general for this whole tutorial for this car. So what we're going to want to do is unsmooth these sections so we can see where we need to add the extra geometry going forward. So we know firstly that we have some lines coming down here. So we will do that. Insert an edge loop here. And it looks like where did we put that one? Put it on the inside. So we'll drop that line in here. Nice and close, so that's going to follow that curve all the way along there, which will be perfect. Drop one at the top here. And drop one down here. top, and then again along the bottom. Now we know that we have an edge in here. I think it's this line that we want to maintain. Yep, so see that we've got that crease there. So firstly, what we'll do is we'll try doing it with just the one line here. But if we're going to want to match geometry, we are going to need a line running across the top section here on this element. So what we'll do is we'll put one at the top as well, nice and close there. Just to make sure that we've got a nice defined line there. So we can see that's fairly defined, so we might need to edit the points and positions of that as we go. Okay, so follow these out slightly, and then all of these out slightly less. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a bit more of an edge there coming through. Still doesn't look like it's quite enough. Take these up a little bit as well. Okay, that's better. So you can see now we've got a nice defined line running all the way down there, which is perfect. And what we'll do as well, because we can see that we've got that coming along here, we're going to insert an edge loop down here, but we're only going to do the one. We'll put the one underneath, just so it's a little bit softer. So we can see that it's kind of following down, but not completely, so that's good. We've got that nice defined line there. Good, so it's looking good. Maybe we want to make sure that we're on the road again. Okay, looks good. Draw a few points. So I think what we'll do is we'll go from here to here. Select. Go from here to here. Perfect. Go from here to here. And it looks like we're going to need to put one straight down the middle here. So it looks like we'll need to go from here to here. So we'll go down here as well. Maybe not, maybe not. So what we'll do is we'll go from here to this section, around to here, up to here, here, and then I think we'll just merge there. So we can delete this, this, and this, and then we can get rid of any vertices that we don't need at this point here. Looks like we didn't quite go as far as we should have, so something like that. looks like I might have accidentally attached that in the wrong place. Gotcha. So we'll go here again and here. So I want to make sure that we're on the outside of this extrusion here. Good, that was better than last time as well, so that's perfect. Put this away. And again, we'll get rid of any vertices that we don't need. And before we actually do this handle, what we'll do is we will insert all the edges around. So, pop one here, that one can come all the way up to it, that's fine. And then we'll need one that runs all the way down here. Now, the one that runs all the way down here, we're going to need to run around here as well, just to make sure that we're keeping that mesh nice and consistent. Which means as well, we're going to need to run around this point. So we'll run that up and along here, so that needs to now run down here. Okay, that looks fine. You'll see on the door here as well that that will have just strengthened that edge even more, which is perfect. And what we can do is we can drop all these points together. Okay. So we can see there the edge is still completely maintained, so we haven't affected anything there. We shouldn't have. And before we crack on, it looks like maybe a little bit too much of a curve in this section of the door. So what we'll do is let's grab these points here. So grab all of these and we'll pull them out. We'll grab all of these and we'll push them in. What we'll do as well is we'll maybe pull these down. So on these points here that are closer to this curved section, we want these to come in quite a lot. Here's me thinking the door probably wouldn't be too difficult. Still need to go. Let's take these points out. See how it looks. Okay, that's better. So, what we're going to want to do here then, is we're going to want to select these two faces. And we are going to want to extrude these points in. And we'll do it here on the world axis. Take that in and see how far in. Okay, so it doesn't look like we want to go that far in. Doesn't actually look like we want to go in at all, it looks like we actually want to come out. So come out a little bit there. Look what we'll actually want to do. And then we'll want to Control E again, and it looks like this time go down just a little bit. And let's just make sure that we're looking good before we crack on. Okay. Now we can select these faces again. And this time it looks like we want to extrude in the way. Take the faces on the extrude again. We just want to come in slightly here, so we're going to edit these sections. Okay. And we will now extrude these again, and this time we'll come all the way out here. Okay. That looks like it should be fine. And then what we'll want to do is we'll want to insert now a bunch of edge loops just to maintain what we have here. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put 2 in nice and close to this edge here. 1 up here. So we do that one. Let's this fine. Maybe not actually. Let's put those in there. We need to put an edge loop up to all of these extruded edges inside here. What we'll do with these is we will extrude one more time and ever so slightly just there, just so that we get an edge that's going to run all the way around the outside of this handle as well. Now, cross our fingers, hope for the best, give this a smooth. Okay, so it hasn't affected the geometry too much as we go. It's a little bit on the big side in my opinion. Seems to have fallen fairly nicely in there. So, what we'll want to do then is we will want to insert an edge loop and run along here and here. Oops. Okay, so that'll do for now. It's fairly detailed. It's looking awfully big though. As we can see in there, mind you, it's fairly sizable in there. Take this down just so it's a little bit smaller. I feel like it's a little bit on the big side. I just want to make sure that we haven't caused any wobbles or issues. That's looking good. Okay, a little happy with that. It's a little bit smaller now. Maintain that crease all the way along. Okay. Let's just make sure that these are all seeing how they should down here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Let's check. Looks like maybe we've actually... Okay guys, so if you did sit and watch all of that epic failure, what I actually did was, for some reason I followed the line of the front wing here rather than the actual reference images. So it was a case of we ran the line a little bit too low underneath. So what I've done here is essentially I deleted all of the stuff that we did, realigned this top line here along the top of the door, and then added in the smoothing elements in order to match that up. So we can see now we extruded in as well, added all the edge components inside here so that we have a nice matching door panel with our edge along the bottom here and our edge along the top. Okay, so hopefully that failure didn't put you off, and in the next episode we'll be looking at maybe going around the roof. Cool.